There's my boys, my two oldest anyway. You see the tent is halfway set up, and I've unloaded all my stuff and I'm heading back to the car for a second trip. Really not that far in. With my boys, with both of them going, I can't pack it in like I used to. I've got to do it in a couple of trips. My back's just not ready for that type of weight. So I'm gonna go back and get the other two sleeping bags and some water. So again, not that far in, but gosh, what a gorgeous place. I'll show you some of these views, these beautiful mountain views. And I spotted in an area that oh man, I tell you, it's just calling to me, because it looks extremely hard to get to, and then it just gets in, and it gets in this little bowl, and I doubt anybody would be up in there. In fact, I would guess few people have really gone up to that area. So I'll put another one on my list to go check out, and we'll make the short hike back to the car, get the rest of the stuff. In fact, this is where I first saw my first rattlesnake. I was with my dad and I was very little, and I remember that trip very distinctly because I didn't know it was a rattlesnake, but my dad knew. And I could tell by the way he reacted that that snake was nothing to mess with. And that trip, we were up, I think we had a camper or a trailer at that time, I can't remember. But the clouds, the storm just rolled right in on top of us, and we were in the clouds. And that, for me, being such a little kid, was one of the neatest things to be, you know, to have that all those clouds set in and just all this, what I thought was fog. It was just the neatest thing. So I've always enjoyed this stuff since I was a kid. And oh well, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just rambling. I'm excited to be out here with both my boys. What? He's laughing at you. Good job. Just pull and push.
Our tent.
Yeah, you see our tent down there? What do you guys think of our little hike?
Fun.
And you got a bow and arrow out of it, huh?
Scary.
Yeah, you got a bow and an arrow. And Hawk, we're gonna make you an arrow when we find one.
Because I have a stick for an arrow.
Yeah, you have an arrow already. We just need to find a good bow for you. Remember, if you fall backwards into the hill, not forward. Good job, bud. You fell on your bum instead of forward. Ooh. You guys are doing good. It's a little steep right here.
This is my bow.
Yeah. Do you want me to show you how to shoot it?
Yeah. It's hard at first. Ow.
Yeah, and how many times did I tell you to remember the strings were there, bud?
1, 2.
3.
3 now.
Maybe you'll remember this time. How come you're on the ground holding your knee?
Because I was like, yeah.
Because you tripped over the tent guy line?
Yeah.
That I told you 3 times that it was there, so watch out, be careful, don't trip on it.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That hurts.
The boys wanted to build a teepee, so we kind of did as much as we could with what we've got laying around. So I just found some dead logs. These were already on the ground, and just piecemealed it together, really.
He just dropped one to break all the branches.
Yeah, that worked, huh? And again, this is that same concept I always, or not always, but a lot of the times we'll implement just putting that tarp as a fire reflector, and it gets a lot warmer in there than it does out. Sometimes you get smoked out, depending on how you have the tarp set up, but kind of cool. What do you think, Hawk?
Cool.
What do you think, Trout?
Fun.
Hawk, show us your bow and arrow. Shoot it. Whoa. Pretty cool.
I went to look for another arrow, and I teased my dad getting a big giant stick.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, I think that rabid squirrel is back. Whoa.
Okay. Awkward.
Hold on, bud. Were you gonna get him with your bow and arrow?
Yeah, it was. Dad, if we were in an open area with just dirt, would you let us light the end of our boat, of our arrows on fire and launch them? And shoot another boat that was trying to kill us? Yay! Yeah, then it would just go, land ho!
You're in the tent. Here's an example of the knot tying. This is to join the two lengths of cord together, which in this case is actually webbing and cord. Just to give you guys an idea of where this can be used, because these aren't long enough to go around this backpack, or this sleeping bag, and connect to the tie-ins here. So I'm just improvising. This kind of a trucker's hitch deal going on. I do have plans to do a how-to on that knot, but again, just to show you guys how stuff works. And I'm just, you know, the more you come out, the more you play with it, the more you get to know it. My boys are up there climbing, and we're just about ready to break camp here. Hawk, what was the funnest part of this little trip for you?
Shooting bow and arrows.
Shooting bow and arrows?
Uh-huh.
That was the funnest.
Uh-huh.
And
making bow and arrows.
Making them. Trout, what was the funnest part for you on this trip?
Shooting bow and arrows.
Same thing. Hey, let's see your teeth. Or lack thereof. You're missing a whole bunch, huh?
I lost 2 teeth.
And you lost one the other day too, huh? Let me see yours. Yeah.
This one's growing and this one's lost.
Boy, you guys look dirty. Means you had fun.
Shout's gonna shoot ya.
Okay, we'll put this fire out here, and we'll get all the rest of our packs on and get out of here.
gonna bring our arrows?
A fun overnighter with the boys. And they did pretty well, and it got cold last night. We got a cold front moving in. So for the time of year, it was pretty chilly. They got cold at night, didn't you? We warmed up by the fire this morning, got a little breakfast. These guys got their bow and arrows with them, and we're heading out. So thanks once again, guys, for coming along with us. Lots of fun. I had lots of fun on this trip, and we had to make this one happen, otherwise it wouldn't have happened. So it was certainly with some effort, but well worth it. All right, we will see you guys later.